Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I'm going to give you a short lesson in so-called American imperialism. Okay? All one has to do is look at the deteriorating situation in Iraq and Afghanistan to realize exactly what American imperialism represents. But we have an even better example in something that I've mentioned several times before, and that is with the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Because, as I pointed out before, the only people who are putting up a stink against the fucking TPP are other nation states. And do you want to know why? Because American imperialism is fueled by corporatism and finance capital. That's why I call the CIA the Corporation Installation Agency. Because we go in, we bust up and destroy everything. We hand everything over to corporations, private entities, and finance capital so they can go in and speculate and further fucking destroy the country. You understand? The military in this country is nothing but an enforcer force for corporatism on a global fucking scale. We, as the United States Incorporated, are the wholly owned subsidiary of finance capital and multinational corporations. So, when you see these things happen, when you see trade deals trying to be negotiated in which other nation states are fucking pissed off because they have to subsume their laws to corporate fucking demands. Now you see, if one was to look at it from a purely non-emotional, non-whatever, this totally flat look to it, you could say, well, I guess that's an okay thing because at least, you know, we're the engine for corporate domination around the world, so we should at least be getting some of the benefits. Fuck no! The same people who control the vast military machine of this motherfucking country are the same ones that rape and pillage us as well. So you go into Iraq, you install a bunch of contractors, you set up banks, you set up businesses, you set up corporate oil refineries, all this kind of stuff. And then you leave. So now, what's going to happen? People are going to continue to die, there's going to continue to be violence and bloodshed, but you know what? Business is going to continue. And the motherfucking rapers, pillagers, and robbers, the multinational fucking corporations, and the finance capital fucking speculators are going to continue to make money off of the blood of people in Iraq and Afghanistan. And when you have the U.S. imperialists trying to tell other countries, no, your laws that protect your own people have no validity when it comes to so-called free trade, which is just another avenue of American imperialism. And American imperialism equals finance capital and corporate fucking domination. That's it. That's it. We are the world shock troops for corporate domination. We're the fascist fucking army. But we don't even get anything out of it. All of these multinational corporations come out of the United States. All of these finance capital bigwigs come out of the United States. But there is nothing that is given back to this country because they are bleeding and sucking us fucking dry just like everybody else around the fucking world. That's American imperialism. It doesn't have anything to do with geopolitics or anything else. You could see the examples of that everywhere. Lebanon is a fucking chaos. Iraq is degrading into chaos, murder and death. Afghanistan, degrading into murder, death. It has nothing to do with so-called helping countries or even with a geopolitical strategy. There's no geopolitical strategy. When you look at it, it doesn't make any fucking sense. The only thing that makes sense is this corporate installation agency. Contractor installation agency. Finance capital helpers. That's what the military turns out to be. And that's what they've turned Iraq, Afghanistan, all these other countries into. Is a way to make money off of blood continuing into the future for the corporations, for the finance capitalists, which are the ones that are behind American imperialism. They're the ones that are the problem for everything in this fucking country. Everything that is given to them is raped from everybody else. That's it. We are the engine for multinational corporations and finance capital. And that's the fucking end of it. That's it. You have all the proof you'll ever need to prove that is the case. Thank you. Good day.